This was the historic milestone that Gauff did not achieve because of Sabalenka. Aryna Sabalenka made history at the 2026 Miami Open by achieving her first Sunshine Double. However, she prevented Coco Gauff from achieving a historic milestone. The American had the opportunity to become the first woman in the Open era to win her first 10 WTA Tour finals on hard court, but the world number one made sure that didn't happen, leaving her tied with 9 victories in her first 9 finals on that surface alongside Martina Hingis. This news is an automatic translation. You can read the original news. Este fue el hito histórico que Gauff no consiguió por culpa de Sabalenka, the milestone that slipped away in the world of sports. Greatness is often defined not only by triumphs but also by the moments that almost were. For Coco Gauff, one of tennis's brightest young stars, there was a moment charged with history, expectation, and possibility, a milestone within reach, yet ultimately denied. Standing across the net was Aryna Sabalenka, a player whose power and precision would reshape that narrative in a matter of hours. Gauff's rise in tennis has been nothing short of extraordinary. From her early teenage breakthrough to her steady climb through the rankings, she has carried the hopes of a new generation. Her composure, intelligence, and relentless spirit have made her more than just a competitor. She is a symbol of what the future of tennis could look like. Every tournament she enters carries a sense of anticipation. Could this be the moment she etches her name into history once again? The stage was set for such a moment. The tournament had unfolded in dramatic fashion, with Gauff showcasing her resilience through tough matches. Each victory brought her closer to a historic milestone, one that would not only define her career but also place her among the legends of the sport. The crowd sensed it, the media amplified it, and Gauff herself seemed ready to embrace it. But tennis, like life, is never scripted. Aryna Sabalenka entered the match with her own ambitions and hunger. Known for her explosive power and aggressive style, she thrives under pressure. Where Gauff relies on speed and tactical intelligence, Sabalenka brings raw force and unwavering confidence. It was a clash not just of players, but of philosophies, precision versus power, patience versus intensity. From the first serve, it was clear that this would not be an easy path to history for Gauff. Sabalenka dictated the tempo, striking the ball with ferocity and refusing to yield control. Gauff, ever the fighter, adapted and countered, chasing down shots that seemed unreachable and crafting points with remarkable skill. The match became a battle of wills, each rally a test of endurance and belief. Yet, as the match progressed, the balance tilted. Sabalenka's aggression began to break through Gauff's defenses. Winners flew past, angles widened, and the pressure mounted. Gauff had moments, glimpses of brilliance where it seemed she might turn the tide, but sustaining that level against such relentless force proved difficult. The crowd watched as the dream of a historic milestone began to slip away. It was not for lack of effort or heart. Gauff fought until the very end, embodying the resilience that has defined her career. But on that day, Sabalenka was simply the stronger force. When the final point was played, it marked more than just the end of a match. It marked the postponement of history. The milestone that seemed so close remained just out of reach, a reminder that in sports, timing is everything. For Gauff, it was a moment of disappointment, but not defeat in the broader sense, because what defines a champion is not the absence of setbacks, but the response to them. In many ways, this loss adds depth to Gauff's story. It highlights the challenges she must overcome and the growth that still lies ahead. Every missed opportunity carries lessons, and every setback builds resilience. The milestone may have been denied on that day, but it has not been erased from possibility. Sabalenka, for her part, demonstrated why she is one of the top players in the world. Her performance was not just about power, it was about seizing the moment and refusing to let it slip. In doing so, she became an integral part of Gauff's journey, not as an obstacle, but as a catalyst for future greatness. History in sports is rarely a straight line. It is shaped by rivalries, by unexpected outcomes, and by the moments that challenge even the most promising talents. For Gauff, this was one of those moments, a chapter that, while painful, enriches the narrative of her career. As the tennis world moves forward, one thing remains certain: Gauff's story is far from complete. The milestone she sought still awaits, perhaps in another tournament, on another stage, under different circumstances. And when that moment comes, it will carry even greater significance because of the journey it took to get there. Sometimes, the milestones we do not achieve become the very reasons we strive harder, grow stronger, and ultimately succeed.